Hello everyone, I'm the Whisky Enthusiast and I'm back with another review. Tonight we have the Benriach 10. This is the new lineup, one of the core ranges of the Benriach, and Dr. Rachel Barry is the master blender, master distiller at the distillery, and she's put out some really good ones lately. So this is one of their core ranges now. It's the Smoky 10. It's 10 years old, as you can see, and it is 3 cask matured. It's matured in bourbon casks and finished in 2 different casks, which is Jamaican rum casks and virgin oak. I'll show you the bottle. There we go. Yes, and it is peated. Now, so bourbon casks, we all know, is the industry standard. The Jamaican rum casks is not for everyone's liking. It adds a little bit of a spicy sweetness. It's a different kind of sweetness. And when I say rum casks, what I thought before I actually had proper rum, it was Bacardi or Captain Morgan, you know, the classic ones you would find at the bars. But actually, rum is just a massive area to discover. There's so many different rums, and they taste quite different than to those the ones you would see in the bars. And then you have the virgin oak, which virgin oak imparts a lot of vanilla notes and a lot of oaky notes. Gives a good thick mouthfeel and imparts them quickly because it's virgin. You have a lot of interaction with the wood, and it's 10 years old. It's non-chill filtered, and it is 46% ABV. What they say is apparently on the nose you're going to get ripe fruit, smoked honey, and oak spice, and then on the palate it should be apple wood, honey maple, spice pear, and lingering smoked oak. Now, this is peaty, but it's a combination of peated and unpeated barley. And their peat is from Highlands or Speyside, so because this is a Speyside whiskey. And I don't know if you've tasted it before, but the peat from the Isla region, the peat from Orkney, the peat from Islands, and peat from the Highlands and Speyside is quite different in taste. Peat in Isla, whereas it gives you very maritime, iodine, medicinal flavors, I find the peat from the Highlands and Speyside give a lot of earthy, mulchy dirt, wet forest, and grassy and herbal notes to me. So let's give it a shot. So don't expect an Isla flavor if you're going to buy this. If you like peat, go ahead and try it. Definitely, absolutely. But don't expect that you're gonna get that Isla flavor. But it is still peat. That is our natural color. It's chill filtered and no color added. There we go. It's very nice, light golden. So let's go on the nose. Malt, honey, fruity, spice. There is spice there. It is 46, but definitely doesn't feel like 46% ABV. Yeah, earthy flavors, round, robust, herbal. With Highland peat, I always get tea-like flavors, but cold iced tea, no sugar added, that you would have in an afternoon with some, the one that you would make at home made. Yeah, very malty, very honey, apple, wood, oak spices there. That would be the virgin oak, and brown sugar, but a sharp brown sugar. I think that is the Jamaican rum influence over here. Very nice. Mulch, dirt, wet soil. Let's go on the palate. Mm. Interesting. That's there's an initial freshness there, like you would have it with a fizzy drink, and then it makes way to a sweetness, and then you get that again the sweetness and the bitter, spicy note you would get at a drinking a Coca-Cola or Sprite or whatever that get, but more Coca-Cola because the caramelized effects are there, the vanilla is there, so you get that effervescent, spicy, fresh note, caramelized note of the Coca-Cola, and then there's that woody, earthy, herbal, tea-like notes in there. But once you taste it, the Coca-Cola is there. It's just when you go back to the nose, the vanilla Coke, it just dominates after a while. Yeah, very earthy, very woody. Now I get that dark sugar that you would get at the rums with the cask influence. So you get oak spice, but there's also another type of spice in there, caramelized sweet spice, which could either be the Jamaican rum cask, but also the virgin oak, because like I said, virgin oak does impart a lot of vanilla notes, but also a robust, mature feeling. It's medium to long, round. It feels like all the flavors come across separately. You can really take them apart one by one. I don't know if it's power of suggestion with the name of the casks, but you really can take them apart. And I don't know if it's for you because one might like a little bit more integrated flavors where you at every sip there's everything at once, and then you like to dissect the small things. Well, I do. This one it's quite straightforward in the sense that you can really take them apart one by one. The bourbon barrel affects this, the virgin oak, the Jamaican oak, the peat is there. They're all a bit separated. They're not met in the middle, if I'm being completely honest. It's okay. It's by no means a bad whiskey. It is not a fantastic whiskey, but for the price range, at least where I'm from right now, it's good. And if you want to see what Highland peat does, if you want to see what kind of influence Jamaican rum casks have, or a virgin oak cask have on a Speyside whiskey, which is normally very orchard fruit, very light, then definitely try it. If you can find a sampler somewhere, give that a shot. Like I said, it's by no means a bad whiskey, but let me put it this way. I have this bottle since I think it's been about 8 months, and it's just past the shoulder. Well, it's not nearly half yet, so I don't come back to it. It's a good experiment, but it's not a revelation by any means. So I hope you like this, guys. Let me know what you think. If you've tasted any of the new versions of the Benriach. There's the original 10, there's the Smoky 12, and then there's of course the classic old school Benriachs. They're still producing the peated quarter casks, and they do different experiments with different casks, but this is the core range. So let me know if you tasted any of the core range and what you think about this new take on Benriachs, and if you like this one or not, just let me know. Let's share. So this is it from me, guys. Have a good night, and cheers.